Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Kiana M. Lundy, Transformational Life Coach with Internal Realization LLC, and I'm so glad you could join me today. So have you ever needed help with something and you went to someone who you just knew could help you, right? You went to them, you explained the situation, and instead of receiving just yeah, I'll help you. Tell me what I need to do. You got a response that was less than appealing. It was something like their opinion. They told you something like, oh, here you go again asking for help. Do you think that money grows on trees? Or why is it that you need this help from me? You don't have any other ways to get this, or something to that effect, and you got offended, right? And that's understandable. If someone says and gives you an answer that's not what you anticipated, it's not easy for you to swallow. It's not something that's sugar coated, so you're offended, right? But you walk away offended and empty handed. So, was it beneficial for you to get offended by what they said and just wait to see if they would still fulfill your request? Right? Too often, we're too easily offended by what people say or how they say it, because in our minds, we want an answer to come just straightforward. Yes, I can do it. No, I can't do it. And we don't want to hear the other fillers, or maybe sometimes some of this filler is a little bit of truth. Maybe this person might tell you something like, oh, well, I would help you, but I got some things going on. This is a bad time. Or, they might tell you something about you, some truth that could help you in the future. Like maybe if you balance your checkbook better, or maybe if you weren't spending your money on all kinds of frivolous things, or maybe you would need to take a little bit of better care with your funds, right? So, I mean, it's a lot of different things that a person can say, but even if there is truth in it, because of our mindset around it, and it's already a vulnerable situation that we're putting ourselves in, right? We don't want to hear anyone telling us about ourselves, and our pride becomes a wall that blocks the blessing. God will work and send people to help you. It comes through people that your help comes. So when you're constantly getting angry for everything a person says and being too sensitive to what is being said to you or how it's being said, you are blocking your blessing, right? So James 1:19-21 says, Dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. Therefore, get rid of all moral filth and the evil that is so prevalent, and humbly accept the word planted in you, which can save you. So, if there is some truth that is coming to you, it's coming to you for a reason. You might want to listen and just evaluate what is being said instead of being prideful. Humble yourself. Humble yourself. Your blessing your blessing comes through humility most times. And all of us are in need of help in one form or fashion in any point in our lives, and it's really important for us to understand that um, being the vulnerability of needing help is not a terrible thing. You know, when we're humble and we allow God to work in us, sometimes it breaks down some other things that are going on. Maybe you're in a position where you're in this season of dependence on people right now to kind of build in you this humility that was well needed in you. And so, you know, certain things are removed from you to make you have to be humble with other people, you know? Um, Pastor Robert Madu, he gave a phenomenal sermon. I'm going to put the link in the description box below. And he talked about in Matthew 15:21 to 28, it was about how a Canaanite woman came to Jesus and she begged Jesus to heal her daughter. And Jesus gave her a response like this nonchalant kind of like, why should I, throw my father's food to the dogs? Why should I help you? Because she was considered a Gentile. And Jesus' mission was for the Jews at the time. His priorities was just for the Jews. It wasn't to offend her, to make her feel like a second-class citizen, but he was just making her aware of what he was there for. But because she was so humble in herself, she didn't allow her to distract from the need that she had. Her daughter needed to be healed. And she saw in this man healing. She knew he was capable. So she pressed in and ignored the other things that were being said around her to get her miracle. Now, had she been offended and walked away like, psh, Jesus, go ahead with your stuff, I don't care about, her daughter would be dead. Right? So sometimes, you need to put things into priority yourself. Your need versus your pride. Which is greater? So I do thank you so much for joining me today. It was a blast. I hope to see you soon. You just come by next week. We'll have another powwow here. And I'll also include all of my information below for how you can get my book and sign up for your free transformational life coaching session with me. So check it out. Anyway, I do hope that you enjoyed this word. If you did, please like and subscribe below. And always remember to live your best life and be your best self. Take care. Don't judge me, people. That's what happens when the Rolling Stones take over. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. I'm Kiana M. Lundy, Transformational Life Coach with Internal Realization LLC. And this is a 2-for-1 weekend. Woo! Anyway, do you ever find yourself constantly wanting what you don't have, right? We do that sometimes. If we're in a financial situation, we're pleading for God to drop money from heaven or let us hit the lottery or have some long lost relative send an unknown inheritance for us when they pass away, right? You're that person, you're single and now you're looking for, oh God, I just want to be married. Somebody just drop from the sky and everything would just be all right if I had somebody. All of those things, we always want what we don't have. We're never satisfied, right? Now, a lot of times, if we would take the time to just glean wisdom in the current situation that we're in, the current season that we're in right now, is meant to grow us, right? You're learning things, you're learning skills and valuable lessons that you'll be able to take into that next season. There's nothing wrong with wanting more and wanting to be better than where you are right now. Who doesn't want to be better and have it all, right? But sometimes it's not the wanting of the thing, it's the perspective or the attitude that you're feeling while you're in where you are. So in other words, you're cursing the season that you're in. Every little thing that you can possibly find that's of disdain to where you currently are. Okay? You're just not being able to gain anything from where you are. So for instance, if you are in a financial hardship, right, and you want to have more, you want to be more financially stable, right? Who doesn't? While you are still, in hardship, find out the different things you can do to manage your money. Pay attention to how you spend. Take the time to learn better saving habits or whatever you can learn to be able to, once things change, like let's say you did get a job that pays more money. Now when you get this job that you have more income, you're not taking these bad habits that you had in the lower paying jobs, season. You're, having better things so you can manage the money that you've been given. So when the blessings come, you're able to manage that blessing. If you're a single person and you currently are someone who has a bad attitude, or you're not really someone who the average person may just want to date, then maybe work on you. Get your character together. Work on some things to strengthen yourself. Put God first. Do some different things to make yourself a better candidate, so when that person does come in your life, it'll work because you've prepared yourself in your single season, right? Bishop Feb Idahosa said, the grass is greener where you water it, right? So in other words, it doesn't matter where you are. If you are here, there, in this other place, you're still taking the same person, the same mentality, the same everything into the next season because you didn't prepare yourself. You didn't change some things. You're not ready for that next blessing. So how can you curse the season that you're in? Embrace it. Be thankful that you have a time to work on you and get yourself ready for when the blessings come, right? Let's give you some scripture behind that. So Philippians 4:11-13 says, I'm not saying this because I am in need, for I have learned to be content. Whatever the circumstances, I know what it is to be in need. I know what it is to have plenty. I've learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all things through him who gives me strength. So be content. Be satisfied with where you are. Things will change, but you do have to change you. Prime example is, unfortunately, when you look at some of these celebrities, people are committing suicide every day, and they have tons of money, tons of things, marriages, all kinds of stuff. And people aren't happy because they're not content. Allow the peace of God to come into your life, to be content, and allow you to see the lesson that you're supposed to learn and the wisdom that you're supposed to glean from the situation that you're currently in. Okay. I'm so thankful you could join me today. If you like this message, please like and subscribe below. And as always, always live your best life and be your best self. Take care. God bless.